as gifted as me and my family is, we ain't just talking about Wayne. We talking about me, my brothers, my sisters. If I would have had the relationship that I should have had with Wayne, bro, Wayne could have changed lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I got little brothers that died in the streets. That shouldn't have to been in the streets. And you can't just say that they was grown men and they made their choices, you feel what I'm saying? But sometimes God put people in position so they could be in position for other people.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be on that plateau. Everybody can't walk through that door at the same time. Somebody got to go first. If you're going through what I had went through and you find yourself kind of similar to me, then what I'm telling you is for you. I don't give a fuck about the person that's going to lay up there and say, well, they're stupid. They hit stupid licks and they hit. Stop playing. First and foremost, if you do your research, we probably hit the biggest lick in our region. There was never niggas here that hit a bank like that hit that much money, first and foremost. Second of all, we did this shit and we ain't tell on and shit. We went to jail. We took our fucking lick. We went to jail. You feel what I'm saying? We did time. We ain't tell on niggas to come home and try to get clout by taking this shit as a publicity stunt. And now we ain't, man, we was living real life, man. We was real. If disregard the fact that our sister was on TV, we ain't give a fuck about none of that. We was real niggas from the street. We was still in the hood. Yeah, our sister was on TV, but we was still in the hood.
Yeah, that's
so saying that. I'm saying that your people who your people is. We're not just talking about my sister. We talking about who her baby daddy is, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like who her old husband, ex-husband was, Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, the things that we went through in life, just period, bro. It should have been used for something. And I just felt like at that time, I just got tired of people. I got tired of expecting people to believe in my dreams, man. So fuck, I went with my mood. That's how we ended up in jail. It wasn't even about, nigga, we hit the lick. We got away with that. We did it right. We ain't do no flunky shit. We spent every dime that we got, that we had. We ain't get caught with nothing. We ain't do what you doing, sell dope and do all this shit only to give this shit back to the feds. Sitting here talking about you worth $1 million and then get this shit back to the feds. And then when you go to jail, then what you about to do? Tell on your plug. We ain't do shit like that, bitch ass. As you sit here and talk about me, you can't talk, but you can't say nothing about Walt that Walt ain't already said by yourself. I'm 17, bro. I go to jail for armed robbery. My little partner, we robbed this bar. This little white joint. We both 17. We robbed it. Yeah. Wind up, somebody seen us, and knew who we was. You remember? Wind up ratting on us, told on us. Yeah, your own people always. Told on us. We go to jail. I remember I was so in tune with things growing up, having to see how adults hide conversations and try to downplay certain things around so many kids and shit. I'm so familiar with that when I get around police, I understand their whole tactics and how they be operating and moving around people and shit. So I'm being interrogated, about the robbery, and I could hear them in the other room basically. While these dudes talking, I'm so in tune. I could hear them in the other room. Damn. Pressuring my little homie to tell on me. You know what I'm saying? My little homie John. I know he put this in your mind because he like a year younger than me. A little younger than me.
J-Line?
No, John. Yeah. So he, the people trying to get him to tell on me. And, because he gonna get you locked up because you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 armed robbery charges we facing, but he ain't tell. We wound up going to court and shit. We took 10 years. We 17. I'm 17, he's 16. We took 10 years. We go to prison. You're 17. You bad. All that shit there. You been through a lot. I get it. normal shit. But when you get to jail, you don't know how to do prison time now. You've been a juvenile shit, but now you're in grown facility now.
What jail did you go to?
Prison. Prison. The first of all, you go to OPP. Yeah. You got prosecuted and all that type of shit there, and then I got sent to DeQuincy. From DeQuincy, I went to DOC, and then after DOC, I went to Cottonport.
Big boy shit.
Yeah, and ain't no kids can actually, fathom to even live in this type of environment. Especially not with the shit that you've been through. You got all kind of distractions and shit on your mind already. You've been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? You got to throw all that shit away now, because now you're in a different world. You ain't about to go home. You know you ain't about to go home. So I got 10 years to do. I do every bit of them. 10 years and 4 months, actually. I catch another charge while I was in prison, a weed charge. But while I was in jail, I changed. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm 17, don't know how to do prison time, but when I got in there, I was fortunate to be around. I was fortunate to be around some people, bro, that knew some shit. Whether if it was brothers that was real enlightened with business, the history. But I never gave up. I kept hearing that, and I'm leaving, a lot out, bro. I was real fortunate to have my grandfather in my life. He always told me certain things that stuck out, even if I wasn't talking to him or around him. Like the way he told you certain things, it stuck. You ain't gonna never forget how he said it. Not only just what he said, you're gonna remember how he said it, you know what I'm saying? So, my grandfather always told me a lot of things, bro, that like even when you go through things, like God send those that he choose to carry out certain tasks for him. He sent them people through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I always did look at myself as being different. Like, maybe God is using me, maybe God is sending me through something. So that I could get the understanding. So that I could get the understanding needed to help a people that are going through something that don't know what to do, or how to move, what to say. Maybe I could say something that could, that they could say, man, look, I feel well, man. I like how he said that. Something that the way he said it just resonated to me. That's what I needed to hear, And if that's it, then I'm playing my part, homie. But if you gonna sit here and tell me that he man, them nigga did some stupid shit, nigga, we all did stupid shit in our time, son. Like, you got a brother, you got a I don't give a fuck if it's a sister. You got an uncle or daddy or somebody that have done something to survive the best way that he knew how. No matter what you may think the solution should have been. Oh, they got a sister, Toya, she rich and that none of that really mean nothing, man. When Satan come for you, he's not gonna come for you where you realize that this is him. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? And most likely, Satan is gonna disguise himself as those that are close to you, that you can be more comfortable and off-guarded around. You know what I mean? Because in order for him to harm you or to get whatever he trying to get out of you, you got to be off your guard. And most likely, the most times that we are off our guard is when we are around our family, people that we love. So this is going to be the people that's going to hurt you. So most of the people that are hurt, when we say hurt people, these hurt people that hurt people was hurted by their family. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you be trying to teach people how to come from out this phase and how to get from out of this. How do you get them from out of that? You can't get him from out of that without him having to tell his story. He got to release his way from out of it. You can't just say fuck his past. I can't tell you fuck my
That's
past,
why
bro.
counseling's so important, bro.
Like I learned 2 + 2 is 4 yesterday. I say fuck yesterday, then bitch when I'm faced with a dilemma or a situation that involves me putting forward to it, I'm not gonna know how to put forward to it because I said fuck yesterday. I can release myself from the pain that I acquired from yesterday. The pain don't got nothing to do with me progressing in life. You feel what I'm saying? Because I could progress with things like motivation. You could progress in life with things while being inspired. You know what I'm saying? You can progress with things in life with just being ambition, and having ambition. But just harboring pain, it's kind of hard for you. You ever seen a that's angry fight? You ever seen what happened to him?
Spaz out.
That's angry. I've never seen a that's mad win.
Right.
A that's win always get his ass whipped.
Right.
A that's mad as a motherfucker when he fight. He always get his ass whipped. But you're harboring an emotion that doesn't equate to anything. Anger is not a attribute of the Creator. Anger is an attribute of the devil, of your lower nature. That's your lower nature. So whenever you let your lower nature lead, you got to know that it's of no type of result as in fruition, whereas it involves anything of the mind, because this is upper nature. Anything up here, heart. You ever notice all these things, these good things up here? Organs, all this shit that you need to function and survive. I don't need my head to survive. I don't need my head to live. Think about that. This let you know that this is your lower nature. I don't need my leg to live. It's a problem if I lose my heart, nigga. It's a problem if I lose my fucking lung, nigga. My kidneys and all that type of shit. It's a fucking serious issue. I don't need my lower nature. I let you know that. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
But we tend to uplift our lower nature as if this is what actually creates us to be successful, or to, you know, you got to be a gangster, you got to be a whore or something to succeed at life, to be something. You know what I'm saying? You can't use. That's why black people aren't taught. We don't teach our kids things that actually, you know, make the world spin. Like, you know, you need doctors. You feel what I'm saying? You need farmers. You need, you know what I'm saying? You need people that, you know, teach us about, you know, the economy and shit, you know, these type of things. You need shit like that. You don't need killers. You don't need rapers. You don't need drug sellers. You don't need slave owners. Like, none of these things actually bring of no good. Like what's good of it? What's good about it? This devil shit. Like, I don't need that. Like, who the fuck brought up? Who taught her this shit? Like, where did you bring this shit from? We don't need this. Like I said, man, I'm 17, off in prison. I'm around dudes that got life, that been down 30 years. Some dudes been down 17 years. Some dudes about to go home, just finished serving 30 years. Go home in 6 months. I've learned so much from these cats, you know? And me being through what I've been through as a young kid, it just had me on a different path. Even when I went to jail, I wasn't into all the bullshit. When I went to jail, I started a movement, Slum Gods. We call ourselves Slum Gods. You know, one that has risen from a lower state of consciousness to a higher state of consciousness. I'm like 20 years old when I started this. We started calling ourselves SG. And I think I turned like 25. I started learning something about, there's a phrase, in Egyptian shit with this. It was called summum bonum. And it meant to advance man from a mortal state to immortality. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, 5 years ago I started a fucking little movement that said, you know, advance man from the slums, from the bottom to a higher state of consciousness. And here it is 5 years later, I'm learning some shit about the Egyptians says summum bonum, to advance man from mortal to mortality.
That stemmed from the movement you caused?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I'm just saying that to say this, like, damn, I was on the right path or something. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm into stuff like that now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like my life is showing this. I'm not telling you I'm Jesus. I'm saying I'm a witness to him, partner. Whenever my mom is a virgin and she give birth to me, the dude who had me name me after him wasn't really my father. Like Joseph wasn't really, Jesus wasn't really Joseph's father. I mean, Joseph wasn't really Jesus' father. Or the fact that they got 18 years missing out the Bible, you can't even find Jesus. Or I've been gone 18, 19 years out my life in prison. My middle name Jonah. I'm named after a prophet, one who slept in the belly of the beast. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not telling you I'm none of these dudes. I'm telling you I'm a witness to them, though. Because I'm looking at my life. I'm looking at the shit that happened in my life when I was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn. I know what Jonah went through, being in the belly of the beast. The fuck? Ooh. I know what Moses had to go through when you sitting here talking about Moses had to free his people. How did Moses free a people that was slaved? First and foremost by a government. Whether you just say king, you just saying king, you summon this shit up. But every king, there's a government still. So if he's slaved, if our people is slaved by this government, how did Moses free these people? Moses had to learn the law. Moses had to learn laws. That's why he said God sent them up that mountain to get these laws. It wasn't that he was just a preacher or one that was just to come to tell you about God. He specifically had a certain task in order for him to free people that was in bondage. He had to know laws.
You had to go through it.
And that's what I had to go through. I had to go through the law. I had to learn the law. I went back to jail, do 10 years after I came home. I came home from doing 10 years. And you at this time, you think that you got it all figured out. You know, you've been through a lot. Yeah, you come home from doing these 10 years. Your sister on TV. Y'all about to start this reality show.
So when Toya popped,
I'm as gifted as me and my family is. And we ain't just talking about Wayne. We talking about me, my brothers, my sisters. If I would have had the relationship that I should have had with Wayne, bro, I could see as far as, and I'm not saying I'm trying to take away anything that God allowed or controlled to happen, but I could see as far as changing our situations, bro. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm not blaming nobody, bro, but I ain't gonna change lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got little brothers that died in the streets that shouldn't have to been in the streets. And you can't just say that they was grown men and they made their choices, you feel what I'm saying? But sometimes God put people in position so they could be in position for other people.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be on that plateau. Everybody can't walk through that door at the same time. Somebody got to go first. You feel what I'm saying? So the person that goes first is the first person that knows what it is I'm about to see, what y'all don't see. So he's the one that's able to bless them. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So why do people gotta look at it like, oh, you, that's your child. That ain't none of my business. Nigga, your child gotta go to school with my child. So whether or not you feel like my child problems is their problem, our problems, and that's not your child problems, but my child gonna come to school and fuck your child mine up. And of course the industry ain't gonna allow you to, give your testimony if it contribute to saving lives, if it contribute
they let them give out turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'll let you give a turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna come support some movement that you have that involves resilience. Not just trauma, but resilience. I'm not gonna let you come fuck with that. So they're not gonna, I'm not gonna let you speak out on this. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna hurt your brain. I'm gonna tell you you're not gonna get the followers that you need. You know what I'm saying? And most people, I'm gonna just be honest with you, most people gonna rock with shine the hardest, with glitter the most. Today you got people that are detectives. All y'all reporters and detectives. A situation can happen to somebody And the first thing that we are gonna do is let's see what's going on. We're gonna pass our comments and give our judgments to it, opinions and everything else without even knowing the actual truth though.
Don't understand.
We don't even have to understand it. We just gonna give it though. My thing is this, coming from where I come from.
Crazy, bro.
Watch this here. My thing is this, coming from where I come from, after serving 20 years in prison, you learn what they call laws. I'm like, this shit got to be some type of pre-trial publicity. Because we'll have it that I could be going to trial, yet society can be engaging in on a topic that consists of my trial, my case.
Ooh,
and they speaking about my case on social media. And now people have gathered their opinions and their truths about what they think that may have happened without hearing the facts. And then judge me.
Create whole stories.
How can I have a proper and impartial jury knowing that they could have been influenced with pre-trial publicity because of social media? Here it is. You have people that could get paid and move around in the streets and exercise information pertaining to a case as highly publicized as his. And this doesn't affect his case. This isn't a prejudice. This isn't a bias. This isn't a prosecutorial misconduct. This doesn't violate his Sixth Amendment, not at all. Come on, man.
Target,
but we praise shit like this, though. Now we detect. This is where I was getting at. We detectives. Not me. I'm gonna take fucking we out, bitch. Fuck all that. Y'all detectives. Y'all reporters. Soon as somebody has something happen, oh, let me jump on there and say something about this. Let me send this to my people and all this fucking indirect ratting ass shit. You heard me? That's the industry right now. And you got some people that look at it like, you know, when we did what we did with the bank situation. You know, first of all, it's an inside job, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went out there just wilding, just doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, we here for like $250,000 and we didn't even get caught with that shit. We was able to enjoy every last dime of it. You know what I'm saying? Third of all, we ain't tell on nobody. You feel what I'm saying? We took our lick. We went through our time. You feel what I'm saying? Fourth of all, that was some shit that happened in the past, son. And if I'm fortunate and alive right now to be able to tell my story on what I went through, dealing with that, dealing with some shit like that for bad choices that I made, why not? If I could tell you that, say, bro, it might rat on you. Say, bro, you know you're going to lose so many family members while you back there, bro, and they ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. You feel what I'm saying? Why not lay up there and tell my story and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I'm not praising this shit at all. But I am praising the fact that I learned something from it and that I'm here right now and fortunate enough to be able to tell you this.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You know? So, fuck if you don't like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight up. You know one thing, I pray with you and everything and slap the shit out you at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got time for, like, I don't do all the shit that these doing out here. Like, I don't pray. I do not negotiate. Do not compromise. I don't got nothing going on to where it's some devil shit in me. I don't like the fact that you represent them. I don't like the fact that you call yourself a demon. You feel what I'm saying? When you know God created you. You know your grandma bat the piss out you for calling yourself some shit like that. Stop playing. You talking about how much you love Grams. How much I love my mama. My mama bat the fuck out of me for calling myself a demon. Stop playing.
Say, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we close out, 'cause I know we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody? Toya, Wayne,
to everybody, man. I mean, it's no, you know, to my little sister Toya, I love her, you know, everything in me. Even Wayne, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing ill in my heart toward him. At the same time, you know, I do feel like some things happened to when I was trying to achieve music or pursue music, you know, I had a little roadblock in my way, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, He played, you know, he had his hand in some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I don't need you to feel me. I don't need you to believe me. You feel what I'm saying? I know what I know. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm into peace right now, bro. I'm into,
so you believe Wayne maybe played some blockage in.
Yeah, I believe I was blackballed to some extent. Fucking right. I'm too good at music. I'm not only too good at music, it's what I was doing in the streets. You gotta remember, I was robbing banks and I was giving the money away to schools. Like, stop playing, son. I wasn't just robbing no fucking banks, nigga. I ain't get caught for $1 that I fucking took. You know what I'm saying? I gave scholarship money away to kids to write a letter to an incarcerated brother. I was endorsed by Hill Harper. I was in, you know, fucking with his books at this time. I was giving away $10,000 scholarships to a boy and a girl at each school that I attended that did an essay up on this man's book. I'm supporting another book. Giving away my money to some kids that ain't even mine. Who the fuck is you talking about? I'm not selling drugs to them or them or jagging them. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna tell me that I'm wrong for what the fuck? You don't know what the fuck I did, partner. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, they didn't give me a chance, but today is different. You know, today, you know, it's 2024, man. You know, like, I control the narrative. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything that's going on in my life right now, you know what I'm saying? I understand that God is providing for me and I'm accepting. You know, I know I'm transparent. I know I got, you know, I got shit on my shoulder. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's a chip, you know, but it's a bag of them up. I got a bag of chips on my shoulder, but, you know, I got some shit to prove, of course, you know, and that's what I'm gonna get to. You ain't, like I said, you ain't gotta feel me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a me.